It is the most draconian, insensitive, disrespectful abortion bill in this country. I don't want to be associated with this. I don't want the party that I'm affiliated with to be associated with this. I'm embarrassed. Women are not just simply vehicles or receptacles for children to be born. They're sentient human beings with rights. The bill that was passed yesterday in medical affairs assigns no rights to the woman, Senator from Charleston. Bans abortions from the moment of conception. Eliminates the exception for when the pregnancy is caused by rape. Eliminates the exception for when the pregnancy is caused by incest. Senator from Williamsburg. Eliminates the exception for when a physician says that that baby in the womb cannot survive outside the womb, missing vital organs, missing a brain, for whatever reason, forcing the woman, conscripting her body, making her carry that child with a fatal fetal anomaly to term. It is the most draconian, insensitive, disrespectful abortion bill in this country. But it doesn't stop there, Senator from Colleton. It doesn't stop there. You know what else it does? It subjects a woman to imprisonment for up to 2 years. So, if my daughter were raped and she decided that she wanted to have an abortion, she'd go to jail. If my daughter were raped and the physician diagnosed that unborn child with a fatal fetal anomaly and she wanted an abortion so she didn't have to carry it to term, she'd go to jail. Go to jail. The physician who would assist a woman in that context would be guilty of a felony and go to jail for 20 years. Not just the woman, though. Not just the physician, though. We're going to do something different. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go ahead and make it a RICO violation. We're going to take organized crime RICO statute, and everybody, except from Williamsburg, who was associated with that decision, doctor, nurse, physician assistant, the receptionist who booked the appointment, they're all going to go to jail. Now, this sounds like something Kafkaesque. It sounds like something unreal. It passed out of medical affairs with every single member of my party, the Republican Party, voting for it. Voting for it. That worries me because there are 34 Republicans in this Senate. We are doing something extremely dangerous. And this particular amendment that the Senator from Spartanburg put on the desk, directing PEBA to surveil and report women who have miscarriages, is yet the next step in this process. The next step in this process. I don't want to be associated with this. I don't want the party that I'm affiliated with to be associated with this. I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Now, we have lots of things that we have to debate. Healthcare access. I can go on and on and on. But we spent an inordinate amount of time and a heavy lift to get this thing before y'all. It's on the calendar. It's there before you. I arrived today, and I'm glad the Senator from Spartanburg offered this amendment because somebody has to yell, stop. We've jumped the shark on this. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Eliminating the exceptions for rape and incest, forcing, even worse than that, Senator from Orangeburg, a rapist has the right to compel the woman to carry it to term because this bill says that both parents have to agree before an abortion occurs. So you have a situation where, under this bill, passed out of committee, is on this calendar, a rapist can stand in the way of parents wanting the child to avoid having to carry that child conceived out of rape to term. Now, I've heard, punish the offender, don't punish the unborn child. I've heard that. There was a famous analogy back in the 70s. I can't remember what it's called, the famous violinist analogy. Or imagine this, it's a thought experiment. Suppose you wake up one day and you're in a hospital bed and you're hooked up to a famous violinist. And the doctor says to you, you have to remain hooked up to that famous violinist for 9 months, or that violinist is going to die. That person lying there hooked up had nothing to do with that, is innocent. Can the state then say to that person, you're going to lie there for 9 months and keep that violinist alive? Is that what we're going to do? That is not what we're going to do. Women are not just simply vehicles or receptacles for children to be born. They're sentient human beings with rights. This amendment and the road we're going down ignores those rights. It is extremist, it is cruel, it is not reflective of what South Carolinians are, and it's not reflective of who I am, and I hope and I pray it's not reflective of what the Republican Party is. Thank you, Mr. President.